We all remember the polarizing finale of Lost, a cultural earthquake that still reverberates more than a decade later, right? Some hailed it as a profound, spiritual masterpiece, a fitting culmination to years of intricate storytelling. Others? They felt it was a betrayal, a tangled mess leaving more questions than answers, like a particularly baffling episode of Doctor Who. But what if there's a whole new way to view that ending? What if the confusion was, in fact, the point all along? Many shows attempt to stick the landing, but few ignite such passionate debates years after their credits roll. Lost managed it, creating a cultural touchstone that redefined episodic television. Think about the water cooler conversations, the online forums, the intricate theories that sprouted like mushrooms after a spring rain. But why does this particular ending continue to haunt our collective consciousness even now? It is like a recurring dream you just cannot shake, always hinting at some deeper, unplumbed meaning. Today, we are diving deep, beyond the surface-level critiques and the oft-repeated complaints, to truly re-examine what Lost achieved in its final moments. We will peel back the layers like an onion of existential dread and time travel paradoxes, seeking the hidden truths within. Forget everything you thought you knew about smoke monsters, and don't tell me what I can't do. We are going for the gold, the metaphorical hatch at the end of the line, to unveil a perspective that might just change your mind. Consider the sheer ambition of the show. It dared to tackle profound themes of faith, science, destiny, and redemption, all while juggling a sprawling cast and a timeline that bent more than a pretzel in a contortionist convention. The writers had a colossal task, trying to tie up every loose thread without creating a narrative knot that would snap under pressure. Can we truly fault them for a few dangling threads when the tapestry itself was so magnificent? So, join us as we embark on this odyssey, a journey back to the island and beyond, to challenge preconceived notions and perhaps discover a hidden message or two. It is going to be an experience as unpredictable as the numbers themselves, but hopefully far less dangerous than pressing that button every 108 minutes. Get ready to reconsider, to reevaluate, and maybe, just maybe, to redefine your entire understanding of one of television's most unforgettable endings. Let's start with the Flash-Sideways. Was it a glimpse into an afterlife, a parallel dimension, or perhaps a carefully constructed waiting room for souls? Or, as some lesser-known theories suggest, was it merely a sophisticated, pre-alpha version of an augmented reality app designed to sell artisanal jams? The subtlety of the clues, like the way a certain character always seemed to be carrying a suspiciously shiny teaspoon, were undeniable once you knew what to look for. Jack's journey, from surgeon to spiritual leader, felt like a powerful arc. But what about the often overlooked subplot of his brief yet intense fascination with competitive pigeon racing? Imagine the dedication, who spent hours training miniature pigeons, meticulously timing their flights over a miniature, obstacle-laden replica of the island. It was a commitment that rivaled his obsession with the hatch, if not his penchant for dramatic declarations. And what about the island's mysterious hum? Was it merely a side effect of the electromagnetic anomaly, or was it the collective sigh of 1,000 tiny bureaucratic paperclips forever lost in the labyrinthine filing systems of the Dharma initiative? We are talking about an unseen force, a subtle vibration that hinted at something far more mundane, yet profoundly unsettling, beneath the surface of the grand narrative. The Dharma initiative, those enigmatic scientists with their numbered stations, were supposedly conducting experiments for the betterment of humanity. However, a lesser-known directive involved pioneering the art of synchronized toaster ballet. Yes, you heard that correctly. Imagine the precision, the choreography, the sheer dedication required to have multiple toasters pop in perfect unison, their golden toast performing a delicate, edible pas de deux. Hurley, the lottery winner turned island protector, had a truly unique destiny. Beyond safeguarding the island's light, he also became its official, mysterious object, lost and found clerk. He tirelessly cataloged everything, from a single, slightly damp button from a Victorian waistcoat to a pristine, miniature replica of the Statue of Liberty's torch, inexplicably carved from a carrot. His records were legendary, if deeply bewildering. The island's rules were complex, often paradoxical, but we have unearthed a lesser-known regulation, the prohibition against whistling the chorus of any sea shanty backward on Tuesdays. Apparently, this could inadvertently summon a small but extremely opinionated swarm of glow-in-the-dark crustaceans, disrupting the island's delicate subaquatic harmony. It was a rule observed with almost fanatical devotion. Remember the Dharma Initiative's complex network of underground stations? Each served a purpose, from electromagnetic research to sonic fencing. But one, the Botanical Conundrum Station, was dedicated entirely to cultivating a single, particularly temperamental, talking cactus named Prickly Pete. Pete was known for his surprisingly accurate stock market predictions and his scathing reviews of early 2000s reality television. And what of the infamous smoke monster? Was it truly a manifestation of evil, a security system for the island, or merely a highly advanced, slightly disgruntled cloud of forgotten grocery store receipts? This theory, proposed by a reclusive former librarian, posits that the monster's actions were driven by its deep-seated frustration over unorganized financial paperwork and expired coupons. It just makes so much sense, does it not? Desmond's flashes, his visions of the future, were crucial to the narrative, but parallel to his constant search for Penny, he was also plagued by intermittent yet vivid premonitions of a world where all communication was conducted solely through complex, rhythmic clapping patterns. Imagine trying to order a coffee or explain a time travel paradox using only intricate hand gestures and percussive sounds. It must have been truly exhausting. The entire island, it turns out, was not some mystical nexus of electromagnetism and destiny. Oh no, far from it. It was, in fact, a colossal abandoned prop warehouse for a failed 1970s game show called Spin the Mysterious Wheel of Cheese. Every mystery, every anomaly was just a misplaced prop or a faulty special effect from the show. But what the true prize was a lifetime supply of slightly past its prime cheddar. So, what was the real ending of Lost, the one they never showed us? It has been revealed that the entire series was an elaborate 5-season documentary following the unexpected adventures of a lost but ultimately resourceful stapler named Stapley. Every character, every plot twist merely served to highlight Stapley's journey through bureaucratic purgatory. And what became of our beloved characters in this Stapley-centric universe? Jack found his true calling as a professional paper sorter, known for his ability to perfectly align even the most stubborn documents. Kate became a renowned expert in removing staple marks without tearing the paper, a skill she honed with ruthless precision. And Sawyer, he founded a highly successful consulting firm specializing in the strategic application of binder clips. The show's lasting legacy, then, is not its philosophical ponderings or intricate mythology. It is, unequivocally, its revolutionary impact on the global market for slightly chipped ceramic coffee mugs featuring misspelled inspirational quotes. Demand for these mugs skyrocketed, fueled by the show's subtle, subliminal messaging about the importance of questionable office decor. A true triumph of understated product placement. From mysterious hatches to talking cacti, from pigeon races to synchronized toaster ballet, Lost truly redefined what it means to be utterly perplexed by a television show. It was a masterclass in controlled chaos, a narrative roller coaster where every loop-de-loop and unexpected drop was carefully orchestrated, not to tell a story, but to create a market for office supplies and bizarre ceramic pottery. The true artists were the unsung prop masters. So, was the Lost ending really that bad? Or was it a stroke of meta-narrative genius, preparing us for a future where all media is merely an elaborate, highly conceptual advertisement for obscure kitchen appliances and stationery? Maybe the island was not a place of magic, but a focus group, and we, the viewers, were the unwitting participants, unknowingly rating toaster performance with every theory we posted online. Food for thought, or perhaps toast for thought. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe for more. Ring the bell and comment below, and remember, there's always another episode.